Wonderful. So welcome again. Official welcome again. Thank you for being here on Monday morning. I'm super grateful. I'm super grateful to see you all here. And please stay on mute if you can. I hope to have you on mute for the rest of the class. And I'm gonna start with this class. I'm gonna share the screen with you with my present. Oh, there is one more person. Let's let him in. Wonderful. Hello, hello. We just started. Thank you for joining us. I'm gonna share the screen with you. My screen with the master class. And wonderful. I just need to make sure that it's not this. And all right. I'll make myself a little bit bigger. Wonderful. So this masterclass is a second edition, and it's gonna be about sacred creativity, which is gonna help us to build our brand and also to embody it. And when I talk about creativity, it always brings me to my soul, like to my sacred chakra as well. That's why I always call it sacred, because it's so connected to the sacred chakra. And there's a lot of like I would say like side effects of creativity. One of those side effects of creativity is like the life gets so much better, like every aspect. And even if we're gonna talk about like a soulful business branding, and if we're gonna talk about like a brand, the working with creativity and actually like working with this sacred chakra improves every aspect of the life, like from the like our relationships, from like friendships, to like these little pieces of the life which are important to us, where we can actually be more mindful creating. I believe in living the life as an artist, and as an artist, living the life as an artist is not just like being, you know, like an artist who paints or draws or create, but our business should be also art, and we can approach our business as art. And because of this, our creativity is so important, and we need to approach the business as art. So business as art brings us also to the branding piece, because the branding piece is the communication of our business to the world. So we communicate from the space of authenticity, and we connect from the space of who we really are. So this is our blueprint. So this is just like a short few words at the beginning, but let me to like tell you a little bit about this masterclass. So I really want you to overflow with ideas like a juicy mango. So if you think about the mango, and if you can imagine eating mango in the jungle where you actually don't have a knife, but you are just like going in, and this beautiful juice is like spreading, which may be like annoying for like OCD because it's gonna be sticky, but it's still beautiful and juicy. So there is so much ideas that you have non-stop to keep your notebook with you, to put them down. So this beautiful juicy mango is our creativity, and we can approach the business as well like this. To connect to our brand using this creativity is also to create from the space of sacred, the space of the source, and the space of the connection. Because we all have our experiences, we all have our lives, and we lived our lives from different spaces. And right now in this moment, we can use all those experiences, use all those like funny moments, use this wisdom we acquired and create from this space as well. So this is how creativity and branding are actually so much in coherence and creating business as art. So how to embrace aligned path and feel the flow. The flow of creativity is kind of like this, like a beautiful place where we are living the life as a child and everything is like inspiring. We see like a little piece and this piece inspires us to create offering in the business or to create like a post or to write a little bit down and use it to work with our clients. I know everybody who is like attending here is a solopreneur. So it's really important for us to feel the moment and to feel the moment of inspiration when we are creating. And I know, and I hear it from a lot of my clients, like, I'm not inspired to write, I'm not inspired to show up on social media, I don't feel inspired, I don't want to be there, or I just don't want to be there because I don't know what to write and I don't know what to do. So this all comes together with the creativity because we are artists. We have the sacred remembers to create. And when we are like connected to the source, we are actually able to feel this flow and use every like a single moment, like even like seeing like a little butterfly, seeing the fly, seeing the animal going on the walk, having a fun moment in the kitchen where we mess up something or even broken glass or something. Anything in a life can be the inspiration to create. And any situation we are like living, like, you know, like going through the weekend or going through the life, we can get inspired and create for our business and for our brand. And because with our brand, if we create our brand in brain and heart coherence, this is the place where creativity flows the best. So let's think about the brain as a man and our heart as a woman. So this is a little bit of the balance we need to create because we still need the structure in the brand, but we also need the flow and the love and connection, which is coming straight from the heart. So this is also invitation how to always connect to this flow. And everybody has a different method, different tools which they can use to create back, to connect back all the time. And this also brings us to the life force and the source of divine results and aligned business. The life force, when we think about the life force, is this like a place where we are having so much energy to create. And if you think about like some people who are very creative, like let's say Salvador Dali or Picasso, they always had so many ideas and got inspired. And this all comes from the source. This all comes from the creativity source. So this all comes together in coherence for our business. And also what's important is how to embody your uniqueness and magic in creation of your most authentic brand. And if we think about this like in practice, it's like really the essence who we are. We cannot like fake it. We cannot fake it until we make it. We cannot create the brand which is like a copy, like a cookie cutter, or which is copy of another person. Because I believe that everybody is so magical and so unique that they really need to dig deep into the wisdom, into the, even like the little kinks they have, the little traits they have, all the weirdness. I love all the weirdness. because this is what creates this most authentic brand. And this is what actually attracts the people as well, because people don't want, they can sense if you are not authentic. They can sense if you are not who you are. So if you are creating your brand from this place, from the uniqueness place, from the weirdness place, from all your like beautiful moments of oh my god, what happened? This is actually you. This is actually you, and this is the art. This is the art of the business, because you are the business, you are the art, you are the creator, and this is where this is coming from. So let me talk a little bit like about myself, so you know who you are. Like most of you met me, but like I just want to say like few words. So I have over 30 years of experience as entrepreneur, and I worked in the cinema, beauty, events industry for a very long time. I have been teaching workshops and speaking on multiple conferences, working with the clients around the world on the events. And as a coach, I use very holistic approach. I have many like tools in my packet. And what's important for me always is to blend my intuition with art, psychology, and creativity education. I also have a official art degree, like a fine art degree. And I worked with as an artist for a very long time as well. And my education comes from Europe, so my taste is very like a sought after European. I love like a fine arts. I love like a classical music, but I'm also like very much into like basically exploring and curiosity. So I love and other things. So I'm always like, I have always been a creatrix and Renaissance woman. I get bored quickly. Um, I do have a, I'm working on autism spectrum, which sometimes brings me to this like places where I have to retrieve. But I'm also ICF certified coach, and I also have a expressive art therapy facilitation training, which includes trauma work, Akashic records, herbology, and mindfulness. I teach meditations, and there's lots of stuff. And if you think I was always creative and I was always knew where to build from, or I always knew what I want to do for my brand, no, I wasn't always there. There was time when I was feeling totally stuck and I was not able to flow. I was constantly spinning and looking for inspiration, looking on the other people work. And I was also doubting myself as artist, as creator. I was totally unable to break the cage. I was not in my power because I was not connected to my intuition, still working on through some traumas and PTSDs, which were created like in my early life. And I was also just far away from the source, from God, and disconnected from my body. So yeah, there was moments when I have seen the blank page or the blank card, or I could sit for like hours and I didn't know where to come through the, like where to get the source from, and or what to do or what to write or what to paint or what to draw. So I would like to ask you a few questions. Those are questions for you. I would love to see the answers in the chat. What does it mean for you to be in the flow of creation? What does it mean for you, like a balance creation, if you understand this like a meaning, and what does it mean for you? And are you using the life force and energy, feminine energy for creation? And do you know how to use it? So this is my question, like 3 questions. I would like you to take like few minutes and maybe feel how this works for you, and just give me some answers in the chat. Yeah. Also, if you don't want to share your answers, you can always journal it. But thank you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Yes, that's so true. Yes. Yes, this is so important. This is the balance, right? This is the so I love to hear like yeah, and flow and service. Yes, beautiful. So yeah, the balance is like the balance is the between the masculine and feminine, right? So this is the thing about the flow. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you so much. Thank you for your answers. This makes my heart happy to hear from you. Um, so let's talk about a little bit more what we're gonna do today. So I want you to give you a little bit like a guide to how to step into the co-creatrix mode. And the co-creatrix mode doesn't mean creating with me. It means your creation together with the source. So feeling the flow of creation, which is gonna help you to connect more to your intuition and also to create your brand from this space. So personal method, how to come back from this to the source at any time. Because I have been there, like I have been there on empty. So I know how I can create, how I can come back to the source if I need to. If I need to tap back to the source of creativity. And this may be my personal method, but everybody can have own method and they can develop the method, which is gonna bring them there. And also, I want to tell you how to live juicier life with all the creativity emerging in all the aspects and directions. So this is all about the play. And we are not gonna really talk about this a lot because this is more about the branding today. But the play, it's like a side effect of the creativity, which is bringing us to the moments when we are playful and we actually are more happy and we can feel more happiness in all the pieces and this means also orgasms, and this means also like fantastic relationships, and this means also like a dance and feeling so good in the body that we feel this energy to move. So this is another masterclass about happiness and joy and play, but this is just like a little side effect of what we're gonna talk about today and comes from the branding. So let's talk about my promise to you, like the clarity of the branding, like what's standing on the way to your true brand expression and creativity. I have few answers from you, and I think this is, of course, different for everybody. But if you imagine your brand, if you imagine how you express yourself to the world, and if you go a little bit deeper, and if you go a little bit deeper and you connect to this little fear, like the fear which is on the surface, not the deep fear, I want to hear from you what's there. If you are not expressing fully who you are as a brand, what's in there keeping you from expressing? Well, if you are able to tap this in the chat, I would love to know. Can be one word, can be more. And when I'm talking about little fear, it's because this is like a surface, right? we are going to talk about what's under, but on the surface it's usually like a, yeah. Yes, breaking out the box. I love it. Yes. Yes, this is also really like a big part, because when we are being seen, it's also so this is the little fear, the being seen, but the big fear beyond is usually the judgment, right? The judgment, how people are gonna judge us. And for me, there is no kids around, right? I would say fuck it, because people judge us, right? They judge us all the time anyway. So we need to create this like energetic boundaries where we are kind of like staying in our bubble. And staying in our bubble, creating this energetic boundaries, it's actually not the creating the box where we are like in the box and we are like not showing how we were supposed to show, but it's creating the energy boundaries. So when we create this energy boundaries, and it takes a practice, it's not like this, like this place where we are like, okay, it's done. It takes time to actually embody those boundaries and to feel these boundaries in our body, where we actually don't give a shit. We don't give a shit because we are who we are and we are in our highest self, being how we are. So we can be colorful, we can be bold, we can be vivid, and we can be fearless in the true brand expression. And also when we are there, we need to be ready that we're gonna polarize people. Because the big brands always polarize people. And authentic brands, they always polarize people. There is nothing without the polarizing if we are like going out there authentically. Because people are always judging and they are always gonna like compare, they're gonna judge. But what I believe in, like really like, is that when people are judging us, they are really judging themselves. Because they are sometimes jealous of your expression because they are in the box and they don't know how to express, or they don't want to express, or they are just people pleasers, right? And they do things to please people. But when you are stopping people pleaser, then you are in the place where of the authenticity and polarizing always, because you are going to polarize people with your opinions, you're going to polarize people with the expressions, and that's okay. And that's okay, because this is the authenticity you're looking for. This is the fearlessness. And inspiration comes from working with all those limiting beliefs and blocks and healing from all those levels of subconsciousness. So being authentic is not easy, and showing up as your authentic self is not easy. But if you want to build like a brand which is actually you, which is actually who you are, like fully, there is no other way to do it. So this is the only way to work from, and this is the only way to, sorry, I just got distracted by, there is a guy soliciting. No, sorry for a second. Excuse me, can you please don't disturb me?
Yeah, sorry, we're just working out in the back. We're doing something with you.
Okay.
Just in case you have any difficulty answering, because we might think. You can give us a call back at any time.
Okay. Yeah, you can just leave it there. Thank you. I'm sorry. There was a my office is right on the front, so I get like I had a guy by the door. Apparently there is some road work on the back of my house. Yeah, so coming back to this, blocks, beliefs, limiting beliefs, this is all where we heal, which we heal from the level of subconsciousness. And if we are able to heal this from the level of subconsciousness, we are also able to fearlessly, authentically create our brand. And expansion is there to feel like a co-creatrix. When we feel in our body, when we feel in every space in our body, not just in our sacral chakra, when we feel in our heart, when we feel this everywhere, and we feel like we are full in the mode of co-creatrix, creating from the source, fully abundant. It's not just about the manifestation, it's about creation. It's about creating like from the dreams and desires. So I want you to ask you to move your body a little bit. I should, and feel like do you remember like when you played last time? So played like last time and feel like a child and felt like you're like you feel like you want to jump, or you feel like you want to like just move your body and maybe like do something silly. And you can say, if you want, you can always share it. Oh, sorry, I didn't see this in the chat, the polarizing question. Yes, let me go back to us. Yeah, the polarizing is kind of like it's like being like a little bit edgy and saying things which are not really like a people pleasing. I'm pretty sure like we are like here are like this a little bit. So it's not about the people pleasing, it's about like sharing the truth. And yeah, so yeah, so the play, going back to the play, so do you know how the play feels like in your body when you are connected to this play feeling, the playful feeling? How does it feel in your body? This is my question to you. I need to close my window too. And get my dog. Just give me a moment. Okay, friend. All right. Back here, I had the city workers in the front, so I just had to move like reorganize. Okay, energizing, unlimited. Yes, beautiful. Do you like to dance? Do you remember how the dance feels in your body? Okay. So now when you think about the play, and I want to bring another feeling in, because the playfulness is just like a light state. So I want you to feel where do you have it when you are grounded and connected to your body? Yes. And this is another question with the shark. The question is, do you feel that creating sometimes is scary? Like scary because like there is like some limitation, there is something about the creation. How does it feel it for you? I want you to connect to this for a moment, and you can respond to yourself. So how to feel connected and where to start to feel this connection, to build your brand from the space of connection. It all works together. So playfulness, connection, and grounding. Playfulness, connection, and grounding. So those are the places which are healing us, and moments which are healing us and connecting us to our sacral chakra. And this is those are the moments when we use them as the tools. And we can build our brand from it. So let's say the class, I don't know what class was this. Renee told me about the class. She was feeling really free. I don't know if this was like a class or playing with the puppy or like dancing, energized. So those moments are the moments which are healing our creativity. So if we think about like a balance of masculine and feminine, we need to schedule from the brain in order to feel these moments. Because sometimes when we are like really like in the work mode, in the brain, we are not able to feel these moments. So using our masculine, using the calendar, scheduling those moments where we can be grounded. So the moments in nature, the moments when we are using the tools, grounding tools for ourselves, and also the moments where we connect to our body in playfulness. So this is like the connection, grounding. And embodying. So it all starts with this like creating the calendar or creating the schedule of activities we can do to ground and connect. And when we are in the nature, it's easier to envision what we want to create as a brand. It's easier to feel our wisdom and intuition telling us what we are supposed to do. Even envision the colors, envision like our services, our offers, everything. It gets easier when we are in the nature, when we are grounded. And for some of us, this grounding may be like a moment after we go to the class, to the yoga class, or to sand bath, or a place where we are really, really relaxed in the theta state on our brain. And the theta states of our brain are the activity of the creativity as well. So let's say we went to the class, we connected, we can write journal, we can connect to the brand from this place. The other part, the embodying part, is actually like being our brand. So living and breathing and being our brand on all the layers, in all the places. So let's say like if you are thinking about like a coach you like, or the coach you follow, or like there's like a person you really adore, like how they are living. And I know like there's a lot of like stuff on social media which may be not true, and some people are like actually not living fully authentically, but there's lots of people who are living authentically. One of my coaches, Katia Nova, for example, she's super truthful and super real, and I know her very good in person as well. And she is this like she is how she is, but like also she embodies her brand fully. She embodies her brand from like like how she's dressing. And this is not that she's dressing according to the fashion or according to the people pleasing or according to being professional. Her last lunch was $500,000. And she created the $500,000 lunch, actually giving half of this to the community of women. Because her lunch was 50-50. So if you took a part of her lunch, you got like a 50% from her lunch. So she's not only like she's not really like people pleasing, like dressing this or that, or she's not really like creating her brand from the place of I want to show you this or that. She's really authentic about creation. So I think it's embodying for me, embodying the brand is like being, because it's all personal brands. We're all coaches, we're all healers here. We are all like entrepreneurs, soulpreneurs. And there is things we really like, we really like, and we really love. But sometimes we are not really like even like thinking to express using those things, because we are thinking about the judgment, about like the people, like what people will tell, like if they see me naked laying on the ground, or what people will tell if they see me like being super playful and super silly, right? Or what they gonna tell. So there's like lots of this like pieces of fear coming out when we think about the branding as well. And sometimes even when I work with the clients and I create like a really bold, vivid brands with them, they need to adjust their nervous system to the brand. Because even when we create the brand from this like authentic place, and it's really, really, really bold. And even if you think about like Rosalind or like her brand, right? Or like other people who have like this like a really bold brands. Sometimes you create the brand and you see it and it's like, oh my God, this is like, it's you, but there is still like a little bit of this gap where you have to grow the nervous system and you have to control your emotions to actually let yourself to be seen. And sometimes those launches, when you launch the brand and it's like really who you are, they are so scary. They are so scary. But it's also stepping, beyond this fear, and it's embracing who you are. Because this is the biggest part when you're, it's kind of like a coming out for some people, right? Like it's sometimes even hard to come out as a healer, right, in your community, or as a coach, or oh, there is like like you did this and that, and then suddenly like you are a coach, or suddenly you are a healer, or you are a psychic, or like you do this, or you have ability to talk to angels. And it's really hard to talk about these things. So it's the same with the branding. Like if your brand is authentic, it has to be scary. There is no people pleasing. There is polarizing, and there is like authenticity, which is also being in the vulnerable place of showing up, of showing for the world who you really are. And this is embodying it. The embodying is growing your nervous system to the place where you feel it, where you feel your brand, where you are feeling that this is you. There is nobody else like you. You are this magical unicorn, or you're this magical being, or you are like this rocker, or you are this like a beautiful healer who loves nature, and you are just being fully yourself. There's nothing else. So this is the method I'm using to build. It's like a grounding, it's connecting, and then there is a place of embodying. So this is what we just talked about, and this comes from this place first. When we are grounded and we use our tools, when we use our tools to unblock our limiting beliefs about ourselves and how we are really showing. And then when we connect, then we know it's there. Then we connect fully to the brand, to the creativity. When the offers are coming, you know, the ideas are coming, everything is coming together. And then there is a part of embodied. So embodied is where we are fully living in the brand and we are like who we are. So our business is the art creation. So our business is who we are. Our business is art. Our creativity is flowing. Our everything is flowing, including money, including beautiful relationships, including orgasms, including, you know, like a playfulness. Everything is in flow. And one of the parts of the grounding part is also self-trust. Self-trust is the part where our brand, that our brand is coming from our intuition and wisdom. And I don't know about you, but I believe that I'm pretty old. And I believe that I had many lives and I was living many lives before I came here. And my husband is always joking that he's 264. And I'm always telling him, I'm okay, but I'm few millions years old. So, and then he said, yeah, I knew you're a vampire, but this is just a joke. But I believe that we have lots of wisdom stored in ourselves, and we are not just starting right now from nothing. It's not that we are starting right now creating our business, but we can use all those grants of layers and like multi-layers of wisdom to build our brands, to build our businesses, right? Just tap into this wisdom, tap into this intuition. And the self-trust comes from the place that we believe fully. We believe fully that this self-trust, this wisdom is there. And it's gonna help us to tap in and to channel the offers, to channel the business, to channel everything from there. And the connection also means align action. The place of connection, when we are in the place of connection, we are actually align our action too, which means that we need to show up, which means that we need to create like a more masculine systems where the flow is contained and it's not just like a waterfall with like this like a life source of the power, but we have some containers and we are creating aligned action. So everybody has their own magic, and I'm not thinking that forcing anybody to create the voice of the brand from the place they hate is the way. So if you hate to be on video, I think maybe, let's say like some people really hate to be on video and some people don't. It's not about like not showing up. It's about finding what is your genius. Because some people have amazing podcasts and they're amazing in creating like a different, like, you know, like a beautiful long stories, or they're writers and they love to write. And some people, they love to be in the pictures, and some people hate to be in the pictures. And I'm one of those people. So like being on the other side of the camera for a very long time, I came from the place to the coaching world where I actually like had no pictures of myself, and suddenly I had to be on the other side. And it's like, okay, now you are gonna be in the pictures and you hate to be there. And trust me, if you ask me, maybe over a year ago to show on live video, I would say no fucking way. No, Jose. No way. Because I really didn't want to do it. Like, this is something I expanded because I love to talk to people, and I love to I have done like, like a workshops talking to 500 people on stage. But talking to people on live, it was kind of like you don't feel their energy, you don't see them, right? It's like so weird, like, but I went over this weirdness because I connected to the place where I really felt that I like to talk to people, right? It's not that I hated to be on live videos, it's that I really like to be with the people and talk to them. And this is important part. So now talking from the heart space, talking from the, like a place of connection also to who I talk to, it's so much easier for me. But this aligned action means also like perseverance, because it's not like some people I see, they show up for a month, they are super consistent, they show up on videos, they show up on pictures, they write posts, and then they disappear. The align action means that we are talking about our values, our brand values, our services all the time. All the time, because this is our service to the world. And yes, I was in the place when I thought this is so annoying. I don't really want to do it. I was there. I had to break through this. I was really embarrassed sending my own offers to the people because I thought that I'm annoying and I don't want to annoy people. And I really needed to embody the space that I'm actually serving. I'm serving. And I have the wisdom to offer. I have an experience to offer. So yeah, I have been there. Like, I'm not like, I didn't jump out of somewhere. I have been in all those places. I have been on this journey too. So this is the align action, is like actually like matching your genius, your personality, and creating your expression to the world in the way to expand, but don't expand too quickly. So it's not like you are showing for like a, like you're showing for a live, you're talking, and then you have like this like a hangover of being seen. It's just doing this step by step. And it works. Trust me, it works. And this is embodied part, is the part when you are co-creating. And the co-creating is this beautiful space where you got so many downloads, where you get so many amazing ideas all the time. And I use this picture in purpose because when I think about my creativity place, my download place, and everybody has different place, I always go to the ocean. And I think about like snorkeling at the coral reef with all those colorful fishes, and they come to me like ideas, and they come to me as downloads, and everybody has this like a special inner place where they can connect. They can be in this mindful space and create from there. So sacred creativity and sacred brand is because of the sacral chakra. So your brand is basically coming from your womb space. So it's not and the womb space, I'm also talking to men. I know that we have a man here, so don't get offended. It's just the chakra placing. So this is all coming from the sacral chakra. The womb space, sacral chakra. So it is sacred because this is connection to the source. And if we treat it as sacred ceremony, the moments where we are connecting, the moments when we are like grounding ourselves to feel this connection, this all comes through the heart. And we use the brain and heart coherence to have this container. And one of the most important things when you are building your brands is to kind of set the core of the values which are for you always there. So there is like few different exercises about like creative exercises I learned in the art therapy training, where you are actually like working on your values. What are important values for you? And we can make the quick exercise here and let you give me 3 values which are important for you in your life. And I also have like prompts for journaling I can send you about the values as well, where you can connect to them a little bit more. So give me 3 values. Think about 3 values in your life which are super important for you, like as a person, as a human, and you are always coming back to those values. And let's imagine yourself like let's think Braveheart. I think you were all like we don't have like a millennials, like a Z generation who don't know. You guys know Braveheart, right? The movie Braveheart. Yes or no? If you don't know, then tell me. I will explain more. But imagine yourself, if you want to connect to the values, imagine yourself, you're putting the paint on your face and you're going to the war. And imagine what you are fighting for. What are 3 things you are fighting for? Those values are going to be also a part of your brand. This is the core of your brand, because this is not going to change. Regardless what your offer is going to be, regardless what, like what is going to happen with your life, or like what's going on outside of your world, those values, they're going to stay there forever. And those are the values which are the core of the brand foundation. And from those values, you're going to build the brand offers, you're going to build the languaging, you're going to even like you can connect to those values when you write, right? And it's beautiful that you guys have similar one. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I'm looking on my phone on the chat. So it's not that I'm on my phone. It's just the chat. So it's not opening here. So yes. So integrity is so important for everybody here. And also being in service. And this is, if we live our life like this is also always our brand. So our brand is not something there. It's not something, like we think like, okay, like it's Coca-Cola or Nike or this is like another coach. We always need to include our values in our core, because this is something which is gonna stay with us forever. And doesn't matter what we do, doesn't matter how we change our offers, our marketing, we can always talk about those and we can always include them. The other part, so this is kind of like a heart. So when I do the branding board with my clients, we do this as a heart. So this is the heart of the brand. The values, the core, this is the heart of the brand. And then the boundaries. The boundaries are the, you know, like kind of like a setting the brand, like, let's say like, this is something I never gonna talk about, you're right? This is something I don't wanna, like, staying in integrity, because you are like, integrity is important for you. Then staying in integrity means also you are setting boundaries for your brand. And this is not something, you may explore this like when you are creating the brand, right? This is not something you need to know right away, because in growing your brand, you may actually like find out what those boundaries are. But if you start from the values and the core, then those boundaries are gonna show. And those are the energetic boundaries, those are the boundaries, like, this is like, I'm authentic here, but for example, I would never like talk about this, or I would never like, you know, like market like this, or I would never like hire like appointment setter to, or like, you know, like everybody has own boundaries, but they come from the values always. So this is like a little exercise. I'm gonna send it to you later if you want. So I want you to connect and think, and you can journal this for a few minutes. And this is kind of like, you know, like a visualizing your brand identity. So I'm gonna guide you like through like this, like a short exercise. It's gonna be like a short meditation visualization. And after this, it's gonna be really like 5 minutes talk. And then after this, you can journal and write what came out from this. So we're gonna go, everybody is good to go under the ocean, like a little bit of snorkeling. Yes, yes. Okay. So let's do this. Let's do this. So let's connect to our body. Let's ground first for a moment. Let's feel where we are. Let's feel our bodies. Let's feel all the tensions. Let's do a little bit of movement. We can move our hip. We can move our shoulders, like give a little bit of movements to our body. And now I want you to take a few deep breaths, like through the nose, and feel how this breath is landing in your body. And I want you to feel your breath in your belly and going all the way down to the sacral chakra as well. Taking the breath fully in, taking in, feeling activation in your belly, in your sacral chakra. And one more. And you can also place your hands on your heart to connect to the heart space as well. And now when we are doing this, I want you to imagine that we are like on this beautiful beach. This beautiful beach, and we see the ocean around us, and we are in the snorkeling gear. Seeing the ocean, seeing this beautiful blue water. It's like so blue, it's turquoise blue. And we're gonna snorkel in the ocean. And we feel how our body is moving, the water is embracing us. We are safe and secure, connected to the heart space. connected to our sacral chakra. We feel how our hips are moving. We feel so free. We feel so playful. And now through the snorkeling glasses, we see this beautiful world under the water. We see beautiful coral reef and different fishes. We see what's emerging, the colors emerging, we notice the colors of the reef, we notice the colors of the fishes, we notice all the greenery, all the plants. We see all of this. We are totally connected there in this space. We're floating, we're flowing. We are noticing the colors, the shapes, what's emerging from there. And now we are going even deeper. We can safely go deeper and swim deeper. And we are swimming even deeper. And from there, the cosmos is combining with the ocean. And the cosmos is opening through the ocean for us. And we see this opening in the cosmos. And we also notice what's coming to us, what's floating when we are flowing. All the shapes, all the colors. We're moving slowly. We're snorkeling through the ocean, to the cosmos, to the universe. Now we're snorkeling through the space in the universe, and we also see all the colors and all the shapes there. Deeply connected, feeling our values, feeling our core, our heart, opening there. We notice what's showing. Now we're gonna slowly go back, floating, snorkeling through the universe, all the way to the place where the ocean connects with the universe. Now we are feeling the water embracing us in the ocean when we are going all the way to the surface. We see how the light is going through the surface and we are like swimming, floating, snorkeling to this light. And we feel that we are at the opening on the surface of the ocean, and we take a breath, like a deep, 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 deep breath. Taking the breath of air, fresh air, and settling in. And now, if you can, I would love to get you, if you can, to go back to your body. Move your body a little bit. Open your eyes slowly. And you can either write in the chat or journal if you don't want to share this. And see what came in. Feel it fully. Was there any fear coming in? Was there any colors, any shapes? Did you see colorful fishes? Did you see maybe there was a jellyfish? Maybe there was a shark? Maybe there was a whale? Maybe there was something else? Like, I just want you to connect to whatever there was. I know it was really short, but I'm gonna record this meditation as well. This is good. And yeah, and I'm gonna record the language meditation like this for everybody here, and you will be able to do it again and connect a little bit more if you want to write and journal about this. Yes, yes, I love it. I love when you think about the ocean. I want you to think about this. When you are in the ocean, the voice is muted. But when you go to the universe and the space opens up for you, then you can fully express there. So this is the feelings, this is the moments of like, I want you to fully be in your body and feel all this. And if you feel connected to journal this later, please, yeah, you are welcome to spend some more time on journaling. And this is almost the end of the masterclass. So for now, I hope that you had like this moment to connect a little bit more to the authenticity, to the brand, to the creativity pieces in your body and in your brain. And yes, I would love to see how you create, like what you create and how you're gonna express yourself to the world. And this is like this, like a little place where I'm actually like having a little pitch here. So if you want to work with me on creating your brand, I also have a branding portal where I work with people one by one, creating the brands from like a scratch. It's called From the Earth to Sky because I usually work in full brand creation and I help people to develop the business from the creativity point, from the connection and authenticity point. So working with me is usually personal one by one. I also love to work with people in person. So I'm actually thrilled to work with people who are in Calgary area because working in the nature and going through all those pieces and activations is just so much more potent than, you know, doing this like through Zoom or through. So I usually try to get people in the nature at the beginning of the brand creation and really connect with deep desires and with deep creativity places. And then we also do like a group coaching integration parts, and I also have the bonuses and specials activations. So my sacred branding portal investment is $2,222, and this is usually 3 or 6 months of work we do together. So I work with people who want the fast lunch, and when they do fast lunch, we do it in 3 months. But I also work with people who want to develop everything and integrate a little bit more and embody a little bit more. So in this space, I usually work for we work together for 6 months. So this is the portal, and I also, if I work with people on their visuals and photography, there is addition to this. I usually offer like a full branding shoots and brand visuals. So I design the brand visuals for my clients like fully. So they get like a templates for Instagram, all this like templates for the Facebook, everything basically, so they can start off their business. And this is all in the coherence of their brand, authenticity, and everything we talk about. And if you want to do this also with the website, fully developed website, but this is not necessary to have a website in it, Because if some people have a website, it's just about the visuals. But if I design fully new website on top, that's the investment to do it in 3 or 6 months, to have everything developed, full branding, full visuals, everything together with the coaching through it. So that's usually, if I put it on paper, like counting the hours, this is over $7,000 investment if you do it like one by one. But the biggest offer is like the brand visual photography and the branding portal. That's basically what creates the brand for you. And yeah, so this is my little pitch. I work with like few clients right now, and I love to do it. This comes from my genius space because I have been working with the graphics and branding for a very long time, and photography as well. Photography piece is important. I love to work with the local clients because of the photography piece, because creating everything in coherence and everything together, like with the visuals, with the full brand and full photo shoots, which are actually like fully in coherence to the brand, it's like giving you this like a full experience of creation. So this is basically what I wanted to talk about, but I hope I'm gonna also record you the meditation where you can connect to the brand a little bit more. And I'm gonna share it with everybody who attended. If you would like to do the brand consult, which is like 30 minutes consult where it's free, and I just go over your stuff, over your Instagram, over your media, over your Facebook, if you have a website, and I tell you like what you can change and stuff, then you are welcome to apply after the masterclass. Also, as for the branding, like I'm gonna have another masterclass, which is gonna be fully about balanced approach to masculine and feminine in branding. So it's gonna be also free and very helpful for this. So thank you for everybody who attended. I'm so grateful to see you here. The recording of the masterclass is gonna be available for 7 days. So if this is something you would like to get, I'm gonna have it for the seven days available. And thank you so much. And I'm stopping the share. And stopping the recording. And I wish you a beautiful, wonderful day. Thank you so much for spending your morning with me, your Monday morning. I hope your Monday is gonna be good. It's gonna be super hot day. I'm planning the plunge in the river for sure. And thank you so much.